Welcome to this tutorial on one of the most important functions in Excel, that is VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is an Excel function to look up data in a table organized vertically. This is one of the functions which gets used most often when it comes to looking up for values from a larger database or table. In our case, we have a table which is organized vertically, which covers information like employee ID, the name, email ID, month, sales in units, sales in USD, and the area. And this table covers information regarding 17 different employees which are working in this company. Now what we are looking for is the summary table, which just shows the email ID, sales in units, and sales in USD for these 3 employees. Before applying any lookup function, we have to ensure 2 things. First, the lookup value should be unique. In case if the lookup value is not unique, the Excel would simply return the first value which matches the criteria. And second, very important thing is that the row or column index number which needs to be defined in the lookup function should be as per the information we desire to extract. Now let's have a quick review of how would we define the row or column index number in Excel. In Excel, whenever you're selecting a table, the first row and the first column would always be 1. So in our case, if I start selecting the table from the top, that is including the header, the row number 1 would be the header row. And this would be the second row, this would be third, and so on. For column index, the same logic applies. If I start selecting the table from employee ID, this would be my first column, this would be my second, and so on. Now that we understood the 2 important aspects, which is the unique value to be looked up and the defining of the row and index columns, we would start applying our VLOOKUP function on the data which we need to extract. Now the syntax for VLOOKUP function is pretty simple. It just takes 3 key arguments, that is the lookup value, which is the value to be looked up, the table array, which is the array of the table from which the value needs to be extracted, and the column index number, which is the index number of the column which needs to be returned. So in our case, the lookup value would be the employee ID, which we want to look up in our table array, which is this table. Now I'll freeze the cells so that my table does not change when I drag the formula. The column index number would be the index number of the email ID, which is 1, 2, 3 in this case. And the last argument is true or false, true for the approximate match and false for the exact match, and we always use false, and we simply press enter. Now this has simply returned the email address of the employee ID 003, and if we check, it is robert@xyz.com, which is the right email address. I simply drag the formula to get the information of email ID of the other 2 employees, which is 0006 and 0013. We'll use the same formula to extract the sales in units and sales in USD, and I'll apply the formula again. I'm not dragging it, just to show it to you once more. Lookup value would still be same, which is 0003. I select the table array again. I'll freeze my table. The column index number for sales in units would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 0 for the exact match, and simply drag it. And for sales in USD, we can again drag it and just change the column index number, which would be 6 now, and just drag the formula. We'll do a quick formatting in order to match the formatting of the original table, and this is how you extract information using the VLOOKUP function. Hope you like this video. Do share comments and questions in the comment section below. Also do follow this channel to access more video tutorials on various Excel functions. Thank you.